Hello, today I'm going to be discussing one of my favorite movies of all time, and that movie is Whiplash, which came out in 2014. It is a movie which involves two characters pretty much. It's the protagonist, who is Andrew Neiman, and the antagonist, who is Terrence Fletcher. Now, Andrew Neiman, he's a freshman at Schaefer Conservatory in New York, which is one of the most prestigious music schools in the world, apparently. Throughout the movie, that's what they kind of make us understand. And so when he goes in, he auditions for the jazz band, or the studio band in this case, and he makes it, of course, since he's been playing since he was a little kid. And so he makes it in, but he's just the alternate drummer, though. He's not the core drummer. The core drummer, his name's Carl Tainer. He's pretty much a jerk, and he only reads sheet music, so that's one of his, I guess, weaknesses. He can only read sheet music. He can't play music by heart. And so throughout the whole movie, we have Neiman trying to impress Fletcher, who throughout the movie we realize he's a really sadistic guy. He throws chairs at his students. He humiliates them. He makes vulgar comments to his students, making them feel bad. He even drove one of his students, his former students, to commit suicide. And so, as you can see, Fletcher is a pretty tough guy. He's pretty evil in a way. He's twisted. And so the whole movie culminates at the midpoint when pretty much Carl Tainer hands his music to Neiman, asking him to hold it for him. And so Neiman leaves the music somewhere and he doesn't find it anymore. So Tainer can't play at that contest because he does not have the sheet music he needs to perform. And so Neiman takes over and he becomes a core drummer after that, since he knew the song by memory. And so, of course, he succeeded in overtaking the spot, and now he's the core drummer. But by the end of the movie, a bunch of events take place, and it pretty much ends with Neiman becoming a better drummer in the end. And in a sense, I could also think that so Neiman does become a better drummer. However, I think that it's also important to note that Fletcher, throughout the whole movie, he was trying to find the next biggest jazz musician so that he could become the next famous thing. And so by the end of the movie, I feel like he also accomplished his goal of trying to find one of the greatest jazz musicians of the world, such as the greats of Louis Armstrong or Charlie Parker or even Buddy Rich. And so personally, this movie is interesting to me since I am also a musician and I also am currently in UTEP Jazz Band 1. Granted, UTEP Jazz Band 1 is nothing like the conservatory over there. That's way too harsh for me. But I enjoy it. It's really nice. It's a nice experience. And so, hold on. Sorry about that. I got a text message from someone. But overall, the movie's great. It's a great watch. It does have a huge cliffhanger at the end because you don't know if there'll be a sequel or not. However, you do get to see good performances by Miles Teller, who's of course Andrew Neiman. He's an actual jazz band drummer. So it's a good movie, and the performances are legit. Even in the behind the scenes, you get to see all the scenes play out. It's really cool, and I hope you guys go watch it. And not, well, you guys take care, okay?